48 degrees on a cool Friday night here in Starkville, Mississippi. Alongside Zach Sizemore, I'm John Wesley Cochran. Thanks for tuning in on the Bulldog Student Sports Network. So, Zach, last game, Mississippi State dominated Southern University 7-0.
Yeah, they did. They outshot Southern 38 shots to none. That's some feat that nobody in this tournament has done so far.
Yes, and that's just on like a micro scale of what has happened this entire season. But just coming from a macro perspective, thanks to Maddie Anderson, Riley Combs, Macy Hodge, there's been no luck for any other team to net it inside the goal this season.
Yes.
At home.
Yeah, at home. That is. I mean, Maddie Anderson is second in the SEC in save percentage with 85%, but she's not in the top 10 of saves per game, which is a huge thanks to Riley Combs in that back line as well as Macy Hodges in the midfield. Not very many shots are getting to Maddie Anderson.
Yeah, that just speaks volumes of what this team is for James Armstrong and the defense on this team. Switching gears a little bit, looking on the side of University of Washington, and they've had quite an interesting journey getting here to this point.
Yes, they have. We'll look back starting with the Big Ten tournament. So they faced number 3 Iowa, upset them in penalties 5-4. They then proceeded to lose to UCLA, but then last game they faced Utah State up in Logan, Utah. That game was scoreless after regulation. They went through 2 overtime periods and went to penalties again. They prevailed after 4 rounds, 3-1. So thanks to some strong penalty shooting, Washington's here.
Yes, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that's kind of how things have played out with James Armstrong in the squad, as he started off with a program and that was not necessarily where we would like it, but he has put this entire program on the map, and players want to be here. They want to play for Coach Armstrong. It just speaks volumes of the type of coach that he is.
Yes, it is. I mean, this season alone, he's led the Bulldogs to unprecedented heights. I mean, he's in the 6th year at the helm. They boasted a 10-0 SEC record in conference play during the regular season. Led them to the SEC tournament as a 1 seed, and now they're here as a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, Coach Armstrong has solidified his legacy here in Starkville, Mississippi. Well,
yes.
We are just under 10 minutes away from starting round 2 of the NCAA tournament. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Mississippi State Soccer on the Bulldog Student Sports Network. Just moments away from starting off the Bulldogs versus the Washington University Huskies. We're going to start off with the visitors' starting lineups. We're going to kick it over to Zach Sizemore.
Yeah, in net, the Huskies have 0-0 goalkeeper Mia Hamont. Defense, number 4, Maya Loud. Defense, number 18, JC Holmes. Defense, number 20, Kate Sheldon. Defense, number 44, Kolu Suluyafu. Midfield, number 7, Tata Thomason. Midfield, number 17, Jaden Holden Reed. Midfield, 23, Lucy Newland. Midfield, number 33, Kelsey Branson. Forward, number 11, Iona Papatheodorou. Forward, 13, Samaya Shell. And that is it for the Washington starting lineup, John.
Yeah, from Mississippi State in the goal, Maddie Anderson. Our defenders, Riley Combs and Price Leposer. In the midfield, we have Macy Hodge, Allie Perry, Hannah Johnson, Kennedy Husbands. And our forwards, Alex Gutierrez, Maggie Wadsworth, and Atiana Martinez Montoya. Just about to start this one off here. Zach, what are you looking to see strategy-wise for Mississippi State playing a relatively hot team that you might would say with Washington?
Yeah. One thing to look at is Washington is known for their defense. They haven't allowed very many goals on the season. Well, Mississippi State's offense is one of the most high-powered offenses in the league. They are first in goals against in the Big Ten. Washington is. Allie Perry leads Mississippi State in points, goals, shots, and shots on goals, so Mississippi State needs to get her involved early.
No doubt. We had a lot of goals last game, and we have just started off here. Salafa kicks it over now. Washington in the attacking third off the head, now in towards the 18-yard box. Maddie Anderson easily collects that one.
Another stat to note about Maddie Anderson, she leads the SEC in shutouts with 15.
Yes, lockdown defense for Anderson. Now playing on the far right side on our screen, or on our point of view, rather. Now Macy Hodge playing towards back. She's going to kick it back. Now playing towards midfield. Recovered by the Huskies. Now easily intercepted. Now Mississippi State in the attacking third early. Stolen by Salayafu. Now easily recovered. Now back by Gutierrez. Now at midfield, Zoe Main's going to send it towards midfield. Now Allie Perry now sends it inside. Easily a penalty right there. Looking for the right call as a penalty right outside the 18-yard box.
Yeah, that was a good pass from Allie Perry trying to get Kennedy, I believe it's Kennedy Husbands, through.
Yeah, Kennedy Husbands, 3 goals and 4 assists on the season so far. She's going to have a free kick just outside the 18-yard box.
Yes, she will. As I mentioned earlier, John, Mississippi State getting Allie Perry going early. Let's see if the Bulldogs can capitalize off of this free kick from just outside the box.
It's going to be Atana Martinez Montoya kicking this one. And it's up off the foot. Couldn't tell who that was. Off the foot of a Husky right there. And that's going to bring up a corner kick for the Bulldogs.
She was trying to go low, just right around the wall, but the Husky stuck her foot out, was able to deflect it out of bounds.
It's going to be Hannah Johnson in the left near side corner, kicking for Mississippi State. Inside 2 minutes for the Bulldogs. She sends it inside. Off the head of a Husky, recovered by Husband. She's going to send it in. Oh, easily. Tough catch right there from Hammett, but nonetheless, you like the effort there. Shot on goal early within the inside 2 minutes.
That was a laser of a shot there. Fortunately, nobody was able to get a bit of a deflection on. The keeper was able to see it the entire way through.
Yeah, got to give respect to Mia Hammett. 9 goals allowed this season. A .882 save percentage on the season. Now, Hollenride in the attacking third. That ball rolls out of bounds near side. They'll toss it in. Toss it inside to Tatum Thompson inside. And that ball clears just over the goal, tipped by the hands of Maddie Anderson. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Huskies, or a corner kick, rather.
Good read there by Maddie Anderson. She saw that wasn't going to fully clear, so she just tapped it right over the bar. See what the defense can do on this corner kick.
Samaya Shell will kick it for the Huskies, right near side. We've got a student section formulating over there. She sends it in, back far side. It's going to be Maya Loud to easily recover that. Kicked outside from Wadsworth. Now inside, lots of commotion, sends it in. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. Last touch by Shell. And the Bulldogs defense shuts him down once again.
One thing the Bulldogs have focused on, especially the second half of the season, is getting everybody back when the opponents are on offense. During that offensive attack by the Huskies, Allie Perry was back there and actually was able to clear the ball at one point. Love to see the hustle.
Now playing towards near side right here. Kennedy Husbands. Ball rolls out of bounds, last touched by the Bulldogs. And the Huskies will toss it in near side. She'll toss it in off the head of Holdenride. That ball will roll out of bounds. Last touched by Branson. And Zoe Main will toss it in to Riley Combs. Looking to try to clear it inside towards midfield. Off the leg of Newland. Now Branson inside. Allie Perry coming in hot, near side. Looks to send it in towards the attacking third. Wadsworth couldn't catch up to it. And the Huskies kick it out, clear it right out of bounds near side at midfield.
Yeah, Macy Hodge is showing why she was an SEC midfielder of the year. Right there, able to get a foot in, knock the ball loose, and help start a chance for the Bulldogs.
Just under 40 minutes to go here in the first half. Bulldogs with 2 shots, 1 shot on goal. Bulldogs looking to toss it in pretty quickly now. Mississippi State about 25, 30 yards outside. Appears to be Leposer throwing it in. Great defense right there by Tatum Thompson. Recovered easily by Macy Hodge. Hodge trying to get it inside. Great defense by Papa Theodoro. And the Huskies cleared out towards midfield. Off the head of Combs. Now Zoe Main, far right side at midfield. Hannah Johnson clears it. Now Mississippi State trying to play it towards the attacking third, far right side. Covered by the Huskies, back over towards Holdenride. Zoe Main tiptoeing down the line, and the Huskies clear it all the way back towards Maddie Anderson. Bulldogs looking to slow the tempo down. Now back inside at midfield towards Allie Perry. She plays it out towards Kennedy Husbands at midfield. Bulldogs kicking it back towards Maddie Anderson. We sit near 38 minutes and 20 seconds. Anderson clears it over towards midfield. Now Mississippi State in the attacking third. Sends it inside to Allie Perry. Recovered by the Huskies. Now Zoe Main recovers far right side, just past midfield. Now Macy Hodge, now back at midfield. Sends it over towards Leposer. Leposer finds an opening right there towards Kennedy Husbands near side on the left. Back to Husbands at midfield. Sends it inside just past Hannah Johnson. And the Huskies clear it. Bulldogs recover. Now back to the Loposer. Sends it inside.
Yeah, Allie Perry got a foot in there, able to knock the ball loose from the Huskies. Create another shot and goal.
Yes, 2 shots so far in this game. 1 shot on goal for the Bulldogs. 1 corner kick. Almost identical stats for the Huskies. 2 shots. 1 shot on goal for Washington and 1 foul. Now playing near side at midfield. Huskies send it over just off the head of Branson. Bulldogs clear it at midfield off the head of Allie Perry. Now Zoe Mann off the head of her. Now Hannah Johnson looking to play it towards, looking to get out of a jam at midfield. Kicks it over to Macy Hodge. Now back over towards Kennedy Husbands. Bulldogs slowing it down just a little bit, trying to find an opening. Recovered by Branson, stolen. Now Washington tried to send it inside down the right side towards Papa Theodoro. But Bulldogs defense an anchor right now. Sends it back to Maddie Anderson, clears it at midfield. Now to Allie Perry, off the head once again. Back and forth between the Bulldogs and Huskies.
Yeah, Riley Combs just back there on the defense line, just reminding the Huskies that why she was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year there.
Now Loposer, just outside near field, sends it out of bounds, just off mark towards Kennedy Husbands on the left near side.
Looks like there was a little miscommunication, wanting Kennedy Husbands to be towards the sideline, but she wasn't.
Just under 35.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Not a whole lot of action here in Starkville. And Loposer sends that over towards Wadsworth. And Hammett will clear it at midfield off the head of Macy Hodge. Tried to play it towards Allie Perry. And official calls a foul on Perry on that play. So 1 foul towards the Bulldogs. Identical stats, 2 shots each for both teams. 1 shot on goal for the Bulldogs and Huskies, along with a foul and a corner each for both squads.
Yeah, looks like he was calling a high kick on Allie Perry there. Just got the leg up a tad bit too high.
Off the head of Macy Hodge. Now Husband plays it towards Wadsworth. Now alone in the attacking third. Pulls it back. Sends it crossfield towards Zoe Main. Off track. Main recovers. Sends it back towards Gutierrez. Stolen by the Huskies. Now Huskies playing towards the attacking third. Tatum Thompson on the far left side. A foul called on the Bulldogs. The second foul for this Mississippi State team. And I'm not sure, is that going to be a free kick right there?
Yes, it's going to be a free kick for Washington. Looks like the ref just gave a yellow to Gutierrez for that slide tackle there.
So it'll be Ayana Papa Theodoro. She will have the free kick for Washington.
Papa Theodore has been the Washington's offense this entire season. Leads the team in goals with 8, as well as points with 18.
Yeah, alongside those 5 goals, 5 of those goals were game-winning goals for this Husky squad. And like we talked about earlier, they've needed quite a few game-winning goals to put them in this position. But nonetheless, they are here playing in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Now, Papa Theodoro sends it inside off the head of appear to be Riley Combs. And so it'll be a corner kick on the right near side for the Huskies.
Yeah, Washington's main focus this game is starting hot. They don't want to have to go late into a game and try and pull it out, especially against this Bulldogs team.
And Zach, how about this crowd tonight? You know, last week we had near 3,500 people. Not sure what the count is tonight, but
It's amazing.
corner kick for the Huskies. Off the head of Combs. Ball goes out of bounds. Not sure who it was out on. We're looking for the call. They said it was out on Combs, so another corner kick for the Huskies. It'll be Tatum Thompson to kick it for the Huskies. 56 shots, 18 of those shots on goal this season
Same.
for the junior out of Arizona. She sends it inside. Off the head of Combs. Off another head. Bulldogs are going to clear it out. And great defense by Mississippi State
Yes.
as the Bulldogs anchor down on another goal, on another corner kick. Back-to-back corner kicks. And Mississippi State finds a way to get out of it.
Who was at the center of that defensive anchor right there? Once again, Riley Combs.
Riley Combs. Going to be saying her name quite a bit tonight. They clear it inside towards midfield. Now, Atiana Martinez Montoya sends it out. Ball goes out of bounds. Great effort by Zoe Main on the far side near midfield. Some commotion at midfield. They stop the clock. Officials talking with appears to be Zoe Main at midfield.
Guess he didn't like something she did there or something. No idea.
Only so much that we can tell from here. Not sure what words might be said down there, but nonetheless, ball back in play. Off the head of Riley Combs once again. Now in the possession of Macy Hodge, looking to clear it out. Sends it back towards Price Leposer. That ball goes out of bounds. Official says Mississippi State possession.
Good call there. Bounced off of a Husky player there.
Back and forth, and official makes the right call.
Going back to this crowd, John, they showed up tonight. Doesn't matter how cold it is, they showed up.
Yes. No doubt about it. Might be more of a warmer day in Washington area, but this is more of a colder night here in northern Mississippi.
Yes, it is.
Just hovering around 50 degrees outside, and a lot of people bringing out the jeans and the jackets. But this Bulldog faithful is out tonight. Now Mississippi State in the attacking third. Sends it towards Martinez Montoya. She's going to clear it inside.
Oh.
Was trying to find Wadsworth there. Ball rolls near out of bounds. Huskies cleared out towards midfield.
One thing the Bulldogs are doing tonight that they've done every single game so far this season. Get out wide, cross it in. Just unlucky that nobody was backside to just tap it in.
Now Zoe Main recovers that, sends it inside. Crosses, couldn't find Allie Perry, just missed behind her. As we near 30 minutes of the first half, no score yet. A few shots on goal for both teams. Huskies have had 3 corner kicks to Mississippi State's 1. 2 fouls for the Bulldogs and 1 for the Huskies inside towards Kennedy Husbands. Couldn't find it. Ball clears out. Now back towards Price Leposer at midfield. Sends it inside. Just outside the 18-yard box towards Wadsworth. Recovered by the Huskies. Now Huskies trying to find it in the middle towards Papa Theodoro. Now Allie Perry at midfield. Sends it across to Gutierrez. Right back over towards Jaden Holden-Reed. Playing closely towards Macy Hodge. And the Huskies clear it. Out of bounds just past midfield. Now Alexis Gutierrez will Toss it in far side, just outside of midfield. Sends it inside to Macy Hodge. Hodge dribbling over towards Price Leposer, sends it back to Macy Hodge. Maddie Anderson, rather. Anderson will clear it at midfield. Off the head of Perry. Wadsworth back to Perry. Perry trying to find something to go. A foul called at midfield with Perry and Jaden Holdenreed, the California native. And another foul on the Huskies. Now Mississippi State will have a free kick just past midfield. Just under 29 minutes. We near 28 left in this game. Sends it just inside the 18-yard box towards Zoe Main. Zoe Main cross. Couldn't find it. Just a little bit over. She connects with the right side of the goal. Love the effort from Zoe Main right there.
Yes, we do. Also, looks like there was a bit of miscommunication with the Huskies back line. Just ball kind of just flew over everybody's head as they watched it. Nobody keeping track of that backside there.
Zoe Main, 5 goals and 2 assists on the season, as she's developed in that role for Mississippi State as a sophomore. Now back, Tatum Thompson sends it inside, nearing the 18-yard box. Stolen by Combs. Now Allie Perry at midfield. Tried to find a counter, couldn't find any openings right there. Now Macy Hodge slowing the tempo down. Riley Combs inside. Now Hannah Johnson at midfield. Trying to find Zoe Main, cutting down the right side. Now the Huskies clear it back. Maddie Anderson will easily catch that. Now rolls it down the right side towards Gutierrez. That ball rolls out of bounds. Officials say Mississippi State possession. As we near 26 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. No score yet. 5 shots for the Huskies, 2 shots for Mississippi State tonight. Or the second round of the NCAA.
Washington showing they're not just a defensive team, putting up more than the average number of shots Mississippi State has allowed in the first half this season.
Now Kennedy Husbands takes a shot on goal. Just on the left side, outside the goal. Love the effort there from Husbands. Looking to be a little bit more aggressive. The third shot of the night for Mississippi State, second on goal.
She saw space, she took it, and she let it rip.
And that's all you can ask for tonight.
Yes, it is. With this Huskies defensive line, which is considerably one of the best in the nation alongside the Bulldogs back line, you're not going to see very many chances close with inside the box.
And that ball hits right off the foot of Hammett and rolls right out of bounds, left near side corner. Now the Bulldogs will have a corner kick, and the crowd is getting very excited after this one.
Yes, they are. Bulldogs have scored a lot of goals off of corners this season. Let's see if they can capitalize off of this one.
It'll be Hannah Johnson to kick it for Mississippi State. Leads the Bulldogs in assists this season. Nearing 25 minutes remaining here in the first half. Johnson sends it in. Just off the head of Holdenrick for the Huskies. Now Macy Hodge playing far right side. She sends it out of bounds. Bulldogs fail to convert on the corner kick right there.
Looks like she just put a tad bit too much air on that corner. Sailed over everybody's head. Washington was able to get a head on it, knock it out of the box. Macy Hodge tried to control it, just didn't get that great of a touch.
And the Huskies send it in. Bulldogs take over. Now Leposer, now playing near side at midfield. Kicks it over to Husbands on left near side. Husbands sends it in off the head. Appears to be on 33 Miss Kelsey Branson. And another corner kick once again for the Bulldogs.
Let's see if Kennedy decides to puts a little less air on this, try and actually find the player in the box, give him a shot.
It'll be Kennedy Husbands to kick it, the freshman out of Texas. Has seen much time here for the Bulldogs as a freshman. She'll send it in. Appears to be not ready right there. Not sure what the call was, but they'll retry the corner kick right there.
Looks like the ref's talking to a couple players. Looks like there's some shoving, just trying to figure things out, tell them to calm down a bit.
So after that conversation, now Mississippi State will corner kick. Sends it inside. Now Hannah Johnson sends it in. And a kick inside from Riley Combs, or appears to be Martinez Montoya, off mark on the right outside, and another missed opportunity for Mississippi State. We still sit no score, 0-0.
Yes, we do.
All tied up. Nearing 22 minutes here to go in the first half. Now Riley Combs sends it in. Now Tatum Thompson inside the 18-yard box. Great defense by Mississippi State to recover right there.
Yeah, some good emergency defending there. Riley Combs thought she would be able to escort it out of bounds, but Huskies player, I believe it was Tatum Thomason, got a foot in, able to keep it alive, cross it back in. Dangerous opportunity for the Huskies.
And another corner kick for the Huskies. Send it in. Appears to be off the head of Wadsworth. And Allie Perry will clear it out of bounds, far side. Huskies will toss it in.
Wadsworth got up on that corner, was able to clear it out. Allow the defense a chance to get reset.
Huskies send it in. Great defense once again for Mississippi State. A foul granted, and Mississippi State will have a free kick about 15 yards outside the 18-yard box.
Looks like the foul was on Tatum Thompson. The Huskies knocked Riley Combs over in the box.
Appears to be some confusion on the field now. Mississippi State will have a free kick. Bryce Leposer near side. Sends it over to Wadsworth past midfield, out of bounds. Now Mississippi State will throw it in at midfield. Bryce Leposer picks it up near side. And this crowd is begging for some action here in Starkville.
Yes, they are.
Send it over to Wadsworth. Great defense by Thomason. And another foul. On the Bulldogs. And this crowd is not happy after that one.
No, they are not. I missed that one. They're not sure exactly what happened, but fans are extremely unhappy about that.
So another foul on Mississippi State. 3 fouls so far in the first half as we enter 20 minutes left in the first. Bryce Leposer will send it out to Allie Perry nearing midfield. Huskies will have it and recover. She sends it in just off the shoulder of Riley Combs. Branson right there next to Combs. Now Hannah Johnson coming right in fast. Now Allie Perry at midfield. She'll send it across to Hannah Johnson in the attacking third, just outside the 18-yard box. Trying to find a cross. Sends it inside. Zoe Main, great defense by Maya Loud. The Portland, Oregon native Bulldogs send it out. Branson right there to kick it to Tatum Thomason. Great effort by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Hannah Johnson was looking for her 9th assist on the season. She leads the Bulldogs in assists with 8 right now.
Huskies will send it in midfield. Now Tatum Thomason just past midfield, now nearing the attacking third, nearing the 18-yard box. Huskies will send it out and reset. Kicks it to Jace Holmes. Now off the head of Holdenride. Back over towards Newland. Now Mississippi State and Allie Perry tries to find it at midfield, can't find it. Huskies still in possession just outside the 18-yard box. Great defense once again from Alexis Gutierrez, the leader on the back line. Ball goes out of bounds off the Huskies, and Mississippi State will toss it in.
Yeah, she was able to kick it out and get a deflection off of Husky players there. Good move on her part.
Bulldogs fail to find a State player, and the Huskies recover. Huskies reset. Now send it near side to Jace Holmes. Jace Holmes will send it just inside 18-yard box off the head, and easily recovered by the SEC goalkeeper of the year, Maddie Anderson. 7 shots so far tonight for the Huskies. 3 shots on goal.
Maddie Anderson just showing once again how much of a rock she truly is in goal.
Bulldogs tightrope on the right near side, out of bounds. And the Huskies will have possession just outside the 18-yard box. It'll be Tatum Thomason to toss it in for the Huskies. As we near under 17 minutes left here in the first half. Great commotion just outside the 18-yard box. Bulldogs recover, and appears to be a foul on the Huskies as we look to see who that is at the end of the play. I see Jace Holmes, the defender out of Colorado, on the foul right there.
Yep, she just went straight through Kennedy Husband's backside. It's foul every single day.
She'll send it inside to Macy Hodge, just past midfield. Wadsworth sends it to Allie Perry. Allie Perry at midfield, just outside the 18-yard box. Now Kennedy Husbands left near side, looking to cross it inside. Sends it inside, just off mark, past Wadsworth. Could not recover, as she was around 5 yards from punching it in for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. If she could have just gotten a foot on that, almost certainly would have found the back of the net there. Great opportunity for the Bulldogs there.
15 3/4 to go here in the first half. No score yet for either team. But this Huskies offense has proven themselves tonight against a very strong Bulldog defense.
Yes, they have. Coming to this game, we figured it'd be a defensive matchup, not very much offense, especially from the Huskies side, who tend to be on that defense side, as you said. But, man, have the Huskies come alive.
And Macy Hodge intercepts it at midfield, sends it across. Now Hannah Johnson sends it back to Bryce Leposer. Now Bulldogs look to reset the offense at midfield. Leposer sends it back to Riley Combs. Riley Combs tries to find Seamus on the far side at midfield. Alexis Gutierrez will toss it in far side at midfield for Mississippi State. She'll send it inside. Intercepted by the Huskies at midfield. Now the Huskies in the attacking third, just outside the 18-yard box. Thompson trying to send it inside. Finds Shell. Great defense by Mississippi State to recover right there. Now, Hannah Johnson at midfield. Tries to find something, but can't find it. Great defense by Branson. Now Branson in the attacking third. Intercepted by Hodge.
Hodge just showing why she is as good as she is, getting back there on defense and then booking it upfield to get on the offense.
Now Wagner in the game for the Bulldogs. The transfer from Oklahoma. Checking in to this game for Mississippi State. 13 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Huskies will send it in just off the head of Wagner. Now the Huskies will toss it in at midfield. It'll be Hayden Reed to toss it in. Now Hayden Reed back over to Thomason. Thomason trying to cross it. Great defense by Mississippi State. Alexis Gutierrez right there to recover. Now sends it near side to Chelsea Wagner. Double team by Thomason. Appeared to be a push on Thomason, and a foul is granted. And this Bulldog faithful is very happy after that call.
Yes, they were. Two Husky players just came in, shoved Chelsea over. Referees talking to them, just telling them to keep their cool, be smart about it.
12 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. No score yet. Now Riley Combs, razzle-dazzle past midfield. Gutierrez will send it inside to Hannah Johnson. Hannah Johnson inside to Allie Perry. Allie Perry stolen just outside the 18-yard box. Hannah Johnson to recover. And Hannah Johnson came in hot and tripped over Saliafu. And Saliafu is on the ground after that play.
Can you check the license plate on that truck?
She appears to be on the ground right now, hands over her head. The entire Huskies team is huddled around her trying to make sure that she's okay.
Yeah.
We think it's 21 or 11.
So we'll see what the play is. I'm not sure. Zach, what did you see in that play?
Just looked like Hannah Johnson just came straight in. Clean play there. Just looks like Suliafu just took the brunt of it there. See, it looks like she got up. We'll see if she's all right, able to keep playing, or if they're going to substitute her out.
Regardless, you have to give some credit for the strength after that play.
Indeed. Bulldogs just showing how physical they can be.
Yes, two very strong physical teams, and that's what's gotten them to this point right now.
Interesting thing here. So before the referee stopped for the injury, Mississippi State had possession of the ball. Gives it to the Washington's keeper to put it back into play.
Now back in play. Now Washington in the attacking third. Branson off the head. Now Gutierrez sends that one out of bounds. Now the Huskies will toss it in far side, about 20 yards outside the 18-yard box. Now Daniela Aliev, the California native, checks in for the Huskies, and the Huskies send it in. That ball rolls out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Mississippi State. Just under 11 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. No score yet. Had some interesting action, like we said earlier, with the injury on Saliafu. Mississippi State had the possession, but now sends it back. Now Gutierrez sends it in towards midfield. Off the head of Branson. Branson to Heidenreich. Gutierrez sends it back at midfield off the head of Newland. Now the Huskies in attacking third with Shell. Sends it inside to Maddie Anderson. Another shot on goal.
Yes, it is. Maddie Anderson read that the entire way, able to claim it, corral it, and putting it back into play.
Anderson will send it to Chelsea Wagner near side. Wagner tries to find an opening. Finds Allie Perry at midfield. Perry lofts it inside to Martinez Montoya. Hannah Johnson just outside the 18-yard box. Lots of commotion. Stolen now. Chelsea Wagner. Now Allie Perry takes a shot off the head of Branson. Officials blow the whistle. Appears to be a
Drop ball.
drop
or
ball
something? I'm
at
not-
the play. Not exactly what the call was at that point. Might be a handball. Not exactly sure.
Maybe. Very interesting here. So, looks like the ball hit off of a Huskies defender player and then hit the referee, and he's going to give possession to the Huskies, even though, once again, State had possession when he stopped play. Not
Maddie Anderson
sure.
alone after the ball. Sends it inside past midfield. So Mississippi State does not have the ball, but now the Huskies send it out of bounds. Now Gutierrez will toss it in far side near midfield. She'll send it to Kennedy Husbands. Now Hannah Johnson at midfield, far side. Branson comes in hot. Now stolen by Macy Hodge. Macy Hodge sends it near side. Past midfield to Chelsea Wagner. Chelsea Wagner crosses over, tries to find something. Finds Macy Hodge. Macy Hodge inside to Allie Perry. Just outside the 18-yard line. Now Allie Perry. Some razzle-dazzle over Branson. Takes a shot on the goal. Easily caught by Mia Hammett. But Allie Perry showing some effort inside 10 minutes to go here in this first half.
It is just spectacular to watch Allie Perry. She 1-on-1 with the defender there, just has a little dazzle there, breaks free and just lets one rip from far out.
Looked like a little Allen Iverson crossover right there.
Oh, yeah.
Showing her skills here on the soccer field tonight.
You know, James Armstrong loves Allie Perry and what she's done for the Bulldogs offense this year.
Been a leader on offense. Now Allie Perry in the attacking third. 2-on-3. Sends it over to Chelsea Wagner. Chelsea Wagner takes a shot. And Mia Hammett dives for it and recovers.
Good shot there.
Back-to-back possessions. Mississippi State finding a little bit more of a rhythm, but hasn't been able to punch it in yet. But 6 shots for Mississippi State, 3 of those on goal. Been a relatively even match tonight for Mississippi State.
Yes, it has. Both defenses just shown why they're some of the best defenses in the nation.
Now Martinez Montoya sends it right side. Now Riley Combs sends it to Allie Perry. And that ball bounces in the hands of Mia Hammett.
Just not enough curve there, trying to find Allie Perry. Didn't get enough spin. Goalkeeper was able to come out, claim it with ease.
Like we mentioned earlier, Mia Hammett, 9 goals allowed this year. Didn't see action her freshman year, and not much during her sophomore, but now as a junior, seeing to find her stride with the Huskies.
Yes, she is.
Now Alex Buck sends it inside to Maddie Anderson. Maddie Anderson dives on the ground for that ball and recovers. She's going to throw it in far right side to Seamus. Now inside to Hannah Johnson. Seamus. Hannah Johnson at midfield. A foul called and a free kick.
You said 23 and then she turned.
Now over to Macy Hodge. Macy Hodge sends it to Price Leposer. Price Leposer couldn't find Chelsea Wagner. Now the Huskies in the attacking third. And Hannah Johnson swipes right in there and steals it away from the Huskies. Sends it inside to Allie Perry. Allie Perry leads Martinez Montoya. far side, sends it inside. Branson right there for the defense. Mia Hammett claims the ball just inside the 18-yard box.
Yeah, Hannah Johnson showing she doesn't just play offense, she plays defense there as well. Since the injury to Ilana Izquierdo for the Bulldogs, players like Hannah Johnson have had to step up and fill in that midfield role. But as well, thanks to Maggie Wadsworth coming back from injury, has been a huge help for the Bulldogs losing Izquierdo.
More of like a next man up mentality on the squad,
Exactly.
or next woman up, should I say?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
as we near 5 minutes to go here in the first half, a few substitutions for both squads.
Yes. Looks like Nalia Schoferberg maybe checking in for the Bulldogs. 26. Sorry, Ruthanie Matherin for the Bulldogs.
New faces for both teams as we near the end of the first half. Sends it to Hannah Johnson, back over to Wagner. Tightrope down the near side, out of bounds. Couldn't find anything as the Bulldogs were in the attacking third. Great defense once again by Riley Combs. She'll send it back to Chelsea Wagner near side. Wagner will send it in just inside the 18-yard box. Great defense once again. Bulldogs looking across. Ooh. Great defense once again off the hands of Mia Hammett. And the great effort by McCaslin.
Yeah, McCaslin was able to come in there, poke the ball free, get a shot on net, and was able to get the Bulldogs another corner, something the Bulldogs have been excellent at the entire season.
Looked like Mia Hammett was shaken up at the end of that play right there, diving towards the ball.
Hope she's all right. Always a bit iffy when you see a goalkeeper diving towards the post.
Now Hannah Johnson sends it in, backside, just off of the foot of Wagner. And officials say a foul on Mississippi State.
Looks like it. Not sure what happened, but Riley Combs got up there, was able to get a head on it, trying to find another Bulldogs player, but Washington once again showing how good they are defensively.
Just under 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 7 shots for both squads. 4 shots on goal, 3 shots for the Huskies. As the Huskies now in the attacking third. Great defense once again. Gutierrez sends it out at midfield. Hannah Johnson fighting over it between a few Huskies. Now Macy Hodge clears it past midfield. Now McCaslin tries to find it. Huskies recover. Back in the hands of Hammett. Now the Huskies send it past midfield, far side. Officials call a foul on the Huskies at the end of that play.
Not sure if they call a foul or
Out of bounds, I'm not
Yeah.
exactly sure.
looks like the ball curved out of bounds. Huskies put a tad bit too much spin on it, went out of bounds. State throw-in. Kind of hard to tell from up here.
It'll be Gutierrez to toss it in. Now the Huskies in the attacking third. And a foul called on Mississippi State as we try to find and see who that was at the end of the play. Looked to be Riley Combs at the end of the play. Not exactly sure.
Yeah, not sure at all who it was. Looks like it was Gutierrez they called the foul on.
So a foul on Gutierrez. Now the Huskies will have a free kick about 15 yards outside the 18-yard box. So it'll be Jaden Holden-Reed to kick it for the Huskies. She'll send it inside, and Maddie Anderson with the one-hop catch.
Not sure she mishit it there or anything, but wasn't really a challenge. Maddie Anderson saw it the entire way. Easy to control.
Had a very funky flight on that ball.
Indeed.
Now Hannah Johnson nearing midfield. Sends it to Macy Hodge. Hodge finds Perry. Now Perry kicks it inside to Martinez Montoya. She clears it out at midfield to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it in just over the head of Hammett, just past the goal, just outside. As we enter under a minute and a half to go here in the first half.
Good shot there from deep. Just over the crossbar, but just low enough that goalkeeper went up just to make sure it wouldn't hit the crossbar.
And we now enter a minute to go here in the first half. Huskies playing at midfield. Bulldogs looking to lock down defense to finish the first half. Now Gutierrez sends it inside to Perry. Perry past midfield. Perry crosses over to Chelsea Wagner. Wagner recovers, looking to cross. Crosses. Ball deflected off of Jace Holmes. Now the Bulldogs will have a corner kick with under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Bulldogs need to act fast to see if they can punch something in to close this half. It'll be a toss-in. And the Huskies clear it once again out of bounds. Just under 10 seconds. Bulldogs toss it in. Just past. Now Ali Perry will have a shot. And she will not take anything. That'll be the end of our first half. And Zach, I've got to say, this has been one of the more close games at home at the MSU Soccer Complex that we've seen this season.
Yes, it is. Both sides locking down defensively, showing why they're, once again, some of the best defenses in the nation. Both keepers showing why they're as dominant as they have been, allowing 9 goals and 8 goals apiece. And it looks like looks like we just broke the attendance record once again, John Wesley.
4,022 fans in attendance for the second round of the NCAA tournament. You've got to hand it to these fans as they have shown up each and every game as the stakes have gotten higher and higher. At the beginning of the season, towards mid-season, you had number 1 Arkansas come into town. You break the record there. And then it's just almost game after game. Mississippi State gets better as a program. The fans are there to support it.
Yes. I mean, give credit to Coach Armstrong here. He has done an amazing job making a program that fans want to come see. Rain, sun, warm, cold, even as cold as it is tonight here in northern Mississippi.
Yes, and we now just received some stats to close out the end of the first half. What's sticking out to you as you look at the stat sheet tonight so far, Zach?
Just the possession. Most of State's possession has been in the midfield, just passing the ball around, trying to get the ball out wide as they do every game and get some crosses in. And then for the Huskies, most of their possession has either been in their defensive half or in the final third on the attacking, close to Maddie Anderson.
Yes, 5 shots for Papa Theodoro, 3 shots for Jaden Holden-Reed. That's on the Huskies side. 2 shots for Ali Perry, 1 for Alexis Gutierrez, 2 for Kennedy Husbands, 1 each for Martinez Montoya, Chelsea Wagner, and Ellie McCausland.
Yeah, Bulldogs spreading the love here, giving everybody a chance to take a shot when they have it.
Yes, 14 players this season have been able to score a goal this season, so that just goes to show the offensive firepower that this Bulldog squad has.
Yes. It just shows how many different weapons the Huskies defense has to keep an eye on.
Yes, and speaking of keeping an eye on things, these fans are going to be keeping an eye on the rest of this game as we have just under 13 minutes to go here with the rest of this halftime. It's going to be a very chippy and feisty second half. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be bringing you the rest of this action for Mississippi State versus the Washington Huskies. You're listening to the Bulldog Student Sports Network. We'll be back for the second half. And we welcome you back to the Bulldog Student Sports Network alongside Zach Sizemore. I'm John Wesley Cochran. And Zach, no score at the end of the first half. What's Mississippi State going to need to do in order to put themselves into that second round of the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, well, first off, John Wesley, they need to keep putting the ball into the box. They did a great job in the first half of getting the ball into the box, but they just weren't able to get a foot on it to hopefully find the back of the net. So keep getting the ball into the box and find a foot. Then they've also got to keep sharing the love, as I call it. Keep getting the ball around different players, letting them take shots, because as they show how many players they have dangerous, it's going to spread out the Huskies' defense and make them even more aware of how many players they have to keep an eye on.
Yes, and how would you rate this defense so far tonight with the amount of shots on goal that Washington has been able to put up tonight so far?
They haven't looked as dominant as they have been throughout the season, but I mean, it's this point in the season where offensives for teams come alive. They find ways to get shots on goal. They find ways to pick apart defense. They have enough film to watch to find some of their weaknesses. But with that being said, they still have done a tremendous job this game of limiting Washington's chances.
And we have just started the second half here at the MSU Soccer Complex. And they will send it over to Wadsworth in the attacking third. Huskies will clear it out near midfield. Now on the far right side, ball rolls out of bounds. Officials say Huskies ball.
Good tackle there by Macy Hodges. Able to get a foot in there and knock it out.
And the Huskies will loft it high towards Price Leposer on the far left side. Now Huskies the attacking third. They'll send it over. Stolen by Riley Combs once again. Like we said, we will be talking about her a lot tonight, the anchor on this Bulldog defense. Once again, now Kennedy Husbands clears that out of bounds. Now Huskies will have the ball around 25 yards out. Appears to be Tatum Thomason. She'll toss it in for the Huskies. Macy Hodge right there to head it near out of bounds. It will be last touched by Kennedy Husbands.
Just not able to corral it there. Slides off her foot, out of bounds.
Huskies will toss it in near the far right side corner. The ball will roll out.
Looks like it went off the head of Riley Combs. We've said her name a lot, and we will continue to say it a lot tonight.
Now, Samaya Shell will have the corner kick nod, so she'll kick from the far left side, right next to the Mississippi State video board. She'll send it inside, off the head of Kennedy Husbands, and Solaya, who will send it inside, off the head. Appears to be Allie Perry right there. Huskies have the ball just past midfield. Send it inside. Now inside to Shell. Shell takes a shot, but Maddie Anderson, body on the line right there with a nice save.
Yeah, Maddie Anderson claiming that ball there through two of her own players and the Huskies player, just showing them that it is her box tonight.
Huskies, a little bit of action inside. The first 3 minutes of the second half of this match. No score yet. Both teams with 8 shots tonight, 4 shots of those on goal. 6 fouls each for both squads. Huskies with the 1-up on corner kicks with 5. Bulldogs will send it across midfield. Huskies recover. She'll send it across to Maya Loud. Loud sends it past midfield to Samaya Shell. Samaya Shell closely guarded by Zoe Main. Crosses past. Now Hannah Johnson sends it to Allie Perry at midfield. Allie Perry with the slide on the ground after that play is very shaken up. She is on the ground in some pain right now, struggling to get up.
Yeah, it looks like she tweaked her ankle or something on that slide tackle. Fighting through the pain right now, knowing she needs to stay in this game to give the Bulldogs some offense.
Now Gutierrez will send it out towards Riley Combs, back to Maddie Anderson. As we near 5 minutes into the second half, no action yet. Zoe Main past midfield. She sends it across to Wadsworth on the far side. That ball will slowly roll out of bounds. And a goal kick for the Huskies.
Just a tad bit too hard. Wasn't able to catch up to it there. Huskies now have a chance to build play from the back.
Now inside past midfield. A few bumps right there between Macy Hodge and number 11, Papa Theodoro. Now the Huskies have the ball. She'll send it across midfield. Off that of Papa Theodoro. Now Hannah Johnson at midfield to Zoe Main. That ball will dribble out of bounds. And Maya Loud will throw it in for the Huskies near side at midfield. Loud, high throw off that of Zoe Main. Loud will send it inside to Papa Theodoro. Macy Hodge right there with the interception. Now over to Leposer. Sends it inside to past midfield to Wadsworth. Intercepted by Branson. Intercepted immediately by Riley Combs. Now Mississippi State in the attacking third. She'll cross it over to Wadsworth. Cleared out by the Huskies.
Yeah, able to get the foot on there, but just not strong enough foot to redirect it towards goal or better touch to allow her to get a shot off there.
Now Riley Combs, far left side, or husband's rather. She'll send it across to Gutierrez. Gutierrez over to Zoe Main, right near side. Main makes a move, tries to cross off the foot of Maya Loud, and a corner kick is allotted to the Bulldogs.
It's just amazing how even the stats are right now. 8 shots apiece, 4 on goal, 6 fouls, 5 corners for each side. Just shows how even this match has been.
Very back and forth match for both of these squads. And now it'll be Allie Perry to kick it for the Bulldogs. She'll send it over. Over to Zoe Main, back to Allie Perry, inside to the goalkeeper, Hammett. She easily recovers.
You wonder there if that injury from earlier is still bugging her, because it looked like on that put back in, it didn't go the way she wanted it to.
Perry seems to be moving around a little bit better than at first. Maybe she just needed to shake it off, but yes, I saw the same thing at the end of that play. Now Zoe Main, right near side, just past midfield, nearing the 18-yard box. That ball rolls out of bounds. Main on the ground after that play. Appears to be arguing for a call after that one. Main slow to get up, but Gutierrez will toss it in for Mississippi State.
Washington wanted to remind State just how physical they can be in the early moments of this second half.
Main will toss it in at Wadsworth. That'll last be touched off the shins of Wadsworth. Now the Huskies will toss it in near the right corner, near side. Now Macy Hodge will clear it out. And a little bit of pushing and shoving near side between Gutierrez and Shell.
Yeah, Gutierrez didn't like the little shove that Macy Hodge received. So just letting her know, don't touch her teammate like that.
Now gets out on the Huskies. Now Gutierrez will toss it in. Hannah Johnson will clear it out. Bulldogs offense look to reset. Inside to Hannah Johnson. Now the Huskies in the attacking third. Thomason on the far right side. Great defense by Riley Combs once again. There to save the day for Mississippi State. Ball rolls out of bounds. Officials call Mississippi State possession.
Looks like he's calling over a Huskies player. Looks like something was said or done at the end of that play. But going back to that, Riley Combs just showing once again why she is the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. On a 2-versus-1 opportunity, gets the deflection and then able to poke the ball away, clear the ball out.
Yeah, arguably the best opportunity that Washington has had tonight, and comes up in a big way.
Indeed.
She'll send it inside now. Allie Perry just outside the 18-yard box. Over to Kennedy Husbands. Husbands finds Zoe Main right near side. Main trying to find something. Great defense by Maya Loud. That ball rolls out of bounds. Mississippi State will toss it in around 25 yards out. Just near the right near side corner. It'll be Gutierrez to toss it in. She'll send it over to Macy Hodge. Macy Hodge backtracking to Riley Combs. Combs inside to Johnson. Johnson takes a shot and recovered by Hammett.
Yeah, she saw some space, let it rip, and it's just reminding the Huskies defense that they can't just focus on Allie Perry or Kennedy Husbands. They have to keep an eye out for her as well.
Yeah, Johnson keeping the Huskies defense honest. Hammett sends it inside off the head of Hodge. Zoe Main sends it inside to Wadsworth. Now Bulldogs in the attacking third. Kennedy Husbands, far left side. Husbands finds Martinez Montoya, takes a shot over the goal. And 2 back-to-back shots for Mississippi State. This offense trying to find something, hasn't been able to have a shot directly on line, but you love the effort.
Yes, indeed. Once again, another player taking a shot, trying to show the Huskies defense they have to focus on all of them and hopefully spread out their defense, allow some passing lanes, and get one into the back of the net.
Now the Huskies play it towards Loud. Loud over to Shell. Shell off the last touched off of the shin of Holdenride. Now Mississippi State will toss it in near midfield. As we near 33 minutes to go here in this match, Bulldogs toss it in to Zoe Main. Bulldogs trying to get past midfield after some commotion right there. Ball last touched by Jaden Holdenride. Or appears to be off of Mississippi State. Now the Huskies will toss it in around 30 yards out. She'll toss it in off the head of Hodge. Branson comes in hot. Now Shell tries to find a cross. Out of bounds. Last touched off of Shell. Now Mississippi State will have a goal kick. She'll send it over to the poser far left side.
Yeah, interesting thing here, John. Just over 7.5 minutes into this second half, and Washington is still looking for their first shot while Mississippi State already has 3.
Allie Perry sends it over in the attacking third. Just a little bit too much on that pass. Bulldogs try to counter. Try to see Martinez Montoya leaking at the end right there, but not enough space at the end of that play.
Yeah, it looked like there was a chance she could have gotten it, but deemed that it was just a tad bit too far in front of her. So she stopped, let it roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
Now Maya Loud nearing midfield, sends it across to Shell. Now Shell breaks free. Shell looking to cross, crosses over. Great defense by Combs, sends it out at midfield. And Hannah Johnson right there to sneak away. Now Martinez Montoya at midfield, crosses over to Husbands. Husbands closely guarded by Holdenried at midfield. Ball stays in play, toting the line far right side at midfield.
What an
Well-
effort there by Kennedy Husbands, getting back on defense, clearing the ball away, and then sprinting up on offense, looking for something to give the Bulldogs a chance.
Just anything to change the momentum of this game. And that starts with just having a motor like that, and just, especially in the second half, and your legs are tired, and it just shows a second wind coming out of this Bulldogs team.
Yes, indeed. And even in the cold, that adds a factor to it as well.
Now Allie Perry in the attacking third, far side for Mississippi State, trying to find a cross. Sends it over to Husbands. Husband breaks through, crosses inside to Zoe Main, just past Zoe Main. Now Allie Perry coming in hot. Gutierrez crosses inside, just inside. Bulldogs couldn't sneak away. That was a very close call right there for the Bulldogs. Now Leposer, far left side to Husbands. Husbands crosses it past Wadsworth. That ball dribbles out of bounds.
Once again, getting the ball out wide, crossing it in, but can't find a foot on the other end to control it, get a shot off, or redirect it to another player into the back of the net.
30 minutes remaining here in the second half. No score yet for either team. 11 shots now for Mississippi State, 6 shots on goal. 8 shots for the Washington Huskies, 4 shots of those on goal. And Zach, both teams running out of time, but at the same time, still 30 minutes of ball left to play.
Yes, there is. Still plenty of opportunities for both sides to do.
Now Shell with an opportunity right there, and appears to be Allie Perry on the back line. Got smoked at the end of the play right there by Samaya Shell. Appears it was at Gutierrez rather.
Yeah, she just came in like a freight train and just ran her over. A good job by Maddie Anderson coming out, claiming her.
Now Hannah Johnson, the attacking third, sends it over to Martinez Montoya looking for the cross. Now in the 18-yard box. That ball last touched by Lucy Newland. And Bulldogs will toss it in near the right near side corner. It'll be Kennedy Husbands, the freshman. She'll toss it in. Husbands inside to Zoe Main. Zoe Main tries to find a cross. Last touch by Maya Loud. And Bulldogs will have another corner kick. We'll send Allie Perry out near side corner.
You always wonder when the players get down there in the corner if they deliberately try and bounce it off of a defender to get a corner, or if they're trying to cross it in and the defender just has a good play.
And sometimes it just looks like you're smart. You made the right play, but
Exactly.
now Allie Perry sends it inside. Right back out. Sends it across. Cleared out by the Huskies. Now Gutierrez on the back line to recover. Hannah Johnson inside to Allie Perry. Allie Perry just outside the 18-yard box. Intercepted. Now Huskies looking to counter. Cleared out by Gutierrez. Great play right there to prevent the counter. Now Hannah Johnson sliding in. Now Branson at midfield. Sends over to Shell. Shell crosses. Now Leposer there to send it out. Back to Husbands. Right near side past midfield. She sends that out of bounds. Around 35 yards out. Now the Huskies will toss it and it'll be Maya Loud. Just under 27 minutes to go here in the second half. No score yet. Now off the head of Martinez Montoya. Now at midfield with Macy Hodge. Macy Hodge to Hannah Johnson. Now Gutierrez playing it back. Bulldogs offense resetting. 26 and a half minutes to go here in the second half. Now inside of Macy Hodge. Now Martinez Montoya. Now on the right side, Zoe Main, closely guarded, trying to break free. And a foul called. Official says a foul was called around 30 yards out, near side. And Allie Perry will have a free kick just at the NCAA marker on the field.
Looks like the officials calling for impeding progress against Washington. Zoe Main had an opportunity to take it towards net, but Huskies player just tad bit too much contact.
So Alexis Gutierrez will have the free kick. Allie Perry and Gutierrez right there to set it off.
Seems like the ref has stopped play quite a bit, or not allowed free kicks to go, to talk to players, just telling them to, hey, calm it down. No need to shove each other, all of that.
And a yellow card is given, appears to be on I'm not exactly sure who that was. It looked to be Radisson Banks, or potentially 23, Lucy Newland, on the far side of the field. But after some arguing, now Allie Perry sends it inside the box, off the foot of Martinez Montoya, and the Huskies clear it out. That ball rolls past midfield as that ball dribbles out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like the yellow card was on the foul on Kate Sheldon. So just going back and being like, here's the card for that foul. You can't do that.
Now Bulldogs back in midfield. Hannah Johnson clears it out. Zoe Main into the 18-yard box. And just a tad out of reach of Zoe Main and in the hands of Hammett.
Yeah, wasn't able to control her touch there. Just a tad bit too strong. Bounces off her shin straight to the keeper.
And that was almost a perfect play right there as Zoe Main leaked out past the defense, but Bulldogs unable to convert on that play.
Yeah. The Bulldogs just need to keep attacking. As they keep attacking, creating more chances, something's bound to hit the back of the net.
As we enter just under 25 minutes to go here in this second half. Ball rolls out of bounds past midfield for Mississippi State. A few substitutions for the Bulldogs.
Looks like it's Kara Harris in for Atina Martinez Montoya. First time we've seen Harris all game so far.
Harris, a first-team all-forward, all-state forward out of Texas. So Harris, a freshman, seeing some time as a defender for the Bulldogs. Now a free kick for the Huskies just outside the right side of the 18-yard box. And around 23 and a half minutes to go, and kick is at midfield. Macy Hodge coming in hot off the head. A foul granted on Hodge. And the Huskies will have a free kick at midfield.
Love the aggression from Macy Hodge there, but just came in from behind and a tad bit too strong. Bowls over the player. Gotta be a bit smarter than that.
Now it'll be Kolo Saliafu for the free kick at midfield. She'll send it in. Off the head of Riley Combs, cleared out by Allie Perry. Now playing at midfield, sends it over to Zoe Main. Stolen by Saliafu. She sends it high, out of bounds, off the head. Appears to be off of Riley Combs after the end of that play. A few more substitutions for the Huskies. Papa Theodoro will take a seat on the bench. That ball rolls out of bounds. Mississippi State will toss it in far side towards midfield. Zoe Main tosses it in. Stolen by the Huskies and cleared out. Now off the head of Leposer. Possession for the Huskies just past midfield at the Huskies bench. And Thomason will toss it in for the Huskies. Now the Huskies in the attacking third. Looks across and dives on the ground. Maddie Anderson once again, the star-studded goalkeeper for the Bulldogs. They're on lockdown.
As always, once again, sees the cross perfectly well and just comes out and claims it.
And cleared ahead over towards Zoe Main. Crowd begging for a foul call after that play. Appeared to be Kate Sheldon grabbing the arms of Main. No call on the play. Huskies will toss it in off the head of Husbands. Hannah Johnson kicks it back past midfield. Now Loud. Now Kira Harris at midfield, trying to send it back. Now Gutierrez back to Harris. Harris in the Bulldogs offense, looking to set up. Back inside to Hannah Johnson. Hannah Johnson back to Allie Perry, far side. Allie Perry, shot on goal, way over the top of the net. And 12 shots so far, and Bulldogs just can't find it in the net tonight.
No, they couldn't. Looked like Allie Perry was a tad bit too enthusiastic with that shot. Looks like she could have made one more pass out wide, maybe gotten a cross in, but don't blame her for trying. She saw the space and took it.
And we're nearing 20 minutes to go here in this second round of the NCAA. No score yet here in the second half. Allie Perry coming in to swipe that one away, but a foul called on Perry, and the Huskies will have a free kick just past midfield as we just passed 20 minutes to go here in the second half.
Yeah, things are picking back up physical-wise after halftime. First 20 minutes, nothing much, but physicality picking back up.
Relatively even on fouls tonight. 9 fouls for the Bulldogs, 8 fouls for the Huskies tonight. And now Kolo Saliafu will have the free kick around 20 yards past midfield. Saliafu sends it in into the 18-yard box. Maddie Anderson coming in hot. Maddie Anderson having to come back towards the goal as she had to come out of the net on that play. Bulldogs defense recovers, but a corner kick will be granted to the Washington Huskies.
What a great job by Maddie Anderson there, coming out, just punching the ball away, not once, but twice, showing the Huskies once again it's her box, and it's not going to be easy to score on her.
And Samaya Shell, the sophomore forward, will have the corner kick for the Huskies. 18:40 to go here in the second half. Shell sends it in. Off of the head of Macy Hodge. Huskies reset. Now Shettlein sends it in. Stolen by the Bulldogs. Now Zoe Main in the attacking third. One-on-one with Shettlein. Macy Hodge. Zoe Main sends it in for the back of the net. And the first goal in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Zoe Main strikes first. And the Bulldogs are up 1-0 over the Washington Huskies.
I think they need to make a stat in the stat book. That goal would not have been possible if it wasn't for two spectacular saves by Maddie Anderson, keeping the Huskies from a real chance, and then Macy Hodge able to get ahead on that corner, get the ball out of there, and then they find Zoe Main down the field, one-on-one, calm, cool, collected, buries it in the back of the net for the Dogs.
Zoe Main, the sophomore, steps up when the Bulldogs needed her the most. Her 6th goal on the season, and what a better time to tack on another goal for Zoe Main here. 18 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the second half, and the Bulldogs go up 1-0 over the Washington Huskies.
Yeah, Bulldogs need to keep their foot on the gas, though. Keep attacking. Don't try and play it too safe defensively. Washington has looked semi-dangerous throughout this game on offense, so keep their foot on the gas. Don't give Washington any hope.
Now Hannah Johnson at just past midfield. Now Shell recovers. Now back just near midfield. Maya Loud sends it left side. Stolen by Husbands. Gutierrez into Hannah Johnson. Johnson to Macy Hodge. Back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez. Just at midfield off the head of Loud. Now Harris looking to find something. Sends it across to Riley Combs. Back over to Price Leposer. Stolen at midfield. Trying to have a slide tackle. Great recovery by Leposer. Leposer at midfield. Recovered by Macy Hodge. That ball rolls out of bounds. Possession towards Mississippi State. A goal kick for Maddie Anderson. Just under 17 minutes to go here in the second half. 1-0 Mississippi State after a Zoe Main goal in the 15 minute mark.
John Wesley, take a guess at who assisted Zoe Main on that goal.
I mean, my guess would have to be Hannah Johnson, the leading assist leader for Mississippi State.
You would have to be correct. She got her 9th assist on the season with that assist on the goal right there.
And Hannah Johnson just been electric for this Bulldog squad. Back and forth. And that just goes to show, like, the unselfishness on the squad.
Yeah. Super unselfish. It starts from the top. Coach Armstrong implementing a team-first mentality. There is no I in team.
Right about that, Zach. So now we sit at 16 minutes to go here in the second half. And a free kick just past midfield. The Huskies will send it in. Salayafu sends it just inside the box. Hannah Johnson right there to clear it out. Lots of commotion in the 18-yard box. Finally cleared out. Inside. Off the head of Hodge. Off the head of Combs. Huskies still have the ball just outside the box. Huskies coming in hot. Finally cleared out.
Yeah, the red flags are going off in the Huskies' mind, knowing just how good State is defensively and how explosive they can be on offense.
Another shot. A rocket just on the left outside part of the goal. Yeah, like you said, the red flags are going off. Time is ticking, and not much time for this Washington Husky team.
Not at all. I mean, with how good the Mississippi State's defense has been, 15 minutes is not a lot of time to put one in the back of the net for Huskies, especially with not how good their offense has been this season.
Now Maddie Anderson with the goal kick. She'll send it deep. Off the head of Hannah Johnson. Now Ellie Perry at midfield. She recovers that. Looks to find an open teammate. Finally finds Johnson at midfield. And Alex Buck coming in hot Takes down Hannah Johnson. No foul called on the play. Now Holden Reed past midfield. Sends it over to Thomason. Now Holmes back to Thomason. That ball clears out. And getting chippy across both sides here in the final 15 minutes of this game. Another card dealt at the end of the play.
Fans do not like that whatsoever, thinking there should be a card on the Huskies as well for the tackle against Hannah Johnson. But ref doesn't see it that way.
A yellow card granted appears to be on Rutheni Mothran. Now a free kick just past midfield at the Huskies bench, far side. Bulldogs lead 1-0 over the Huskies. Sitting at 13 minutes, 59 seconds remaining here in this match. Huskies send it in towards the box. Off the head of Hodge. Now Huskies dribbling it just outside the box, far side near the corner. Huskies send it in. Leposer sends it out. That ball dribbles out of bounds, and the Huskies will toss it in once again.
One thing I love about Macy Hodges is wherever the ball is, she seems to be right there.
Thompson takes a shot. That ball is high and just on top of the goal. Just under 13 and a half minutes to go, and Maddie Anderson will have a goal kick once again.
Not the most challenging shot there. Looks like she just popped it up straight into the air, but ended up hitting the crossbar.
Inside to Johnson. A little bit of a push at the end of the play on Holden Reed. And a foul once again on the Huskies. A free kick. Bulldogs, Gutierrez taps it in. Sends it into Hodge. Nearing midfield. Hodge sends it across to Mathran. Huskies kick it back over to Hodge. Huskies cleared out past midfield. Back and forth with both teams. Now off of Hodge. Now Hannah Johnson past midfield. Finds Harris. Through the legs of Harris over to Kitty Husbands past midfield. Now Bulldogs in the attacking third. Husbands couldn't find anything, sends it back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez at midfield sends it over to Riley Combs. Combs across to Leposer. Leposer far side, past midfield, sends it across to Mathran. And the Huskies clear it out. Over towards Leposer, far side, back over to Allie Perry in the attacking third. Allie Perry sends it across to Harris. Harris in the 18-yard box. Huskies clear it out. Macy Hodge coming in just outside the box, far side. Rutheni Mathran sends it across to Allie Perry. Allie Perry crosses it inside off the head of Branson. That ball rolls out of bounds.
Back-to-back crosses from Allie Perry. Both of them really good crosses. Just both unable to get the ball under control and put a shot on target.
Just under 11 and a half minutes to go. Bulldogs lead 1-0. Zach, what do the Bulldogs need to do in order to effectively keep the lead, but all at the same time not put themselves in danger?
Don't get too overconfident. I mean, this is the NCAA Women's Tournament here. There's no room to be cocky. There's no room to think ahead to, Notre Dame. They've got to focus on the now. Focus on keep doing what they've been doing, passing the ball around, creating opportunities. And
Allie Perry takes a shot right at Hammett. Hammett able to recover easily, but great effort from Perry right there.
keep doing exactly that, taking shots, but also not taking risks, finding that fine balance.
I got a happy medium. Riley Combs clears it out. Now Mathern unable to recover that one. Now the Huskies have the ball past midfield. Now entering the attacking third. Sends it over to Thompson. Off mark. Combs right there. Sends it over to Mathern. Now Allie Perry nearing midfield. Looks to find McCausland just off mark. Now Macy Hodge at midfield. Could not recover that. Now back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez over to Hannah Johnson. Johnson to Hodge. Hodge inside to Perry past midfield. Perry takes a shot once again over to Hammett. Hammett, a one-hopper, catches that. And like you said, Allie Perry not afraid to take shots as we near 10 minutes left in this match.
No, she is not. I mean, you look back throughout the season, some of Allie's goals have been from 25, 30 yards out, just able to get a good strike and beat it past the goalkeeper. So she's going to continue trying this goalkeeper, hoping one will sneak in.
Allie Perry, relentless finisher on this squad, and that's what's made her first-team All-SEC. That ball off the foot appeared to be on Leposer. So the Huskies will toss it in just past midfield. Over to Shell. Shell near side left. Huskies send it inside the box. Now recovered. Now Mississippi State outside the box. Over towards McCausland. McCausland sees Perry. Tries to send it in towards the attacking third. Allie Perry just outside the box. 1-on-2. Sends it over on the right side. Just outside.
Yeah, it looks like just a bad touch from the Washington defense and some miscommunication. Allie Perry finds herself with the ball, takes a touch or two, and then just lets it rip, just barely misses wide. Had the goalkeeper beat as well, just a few inches left, and that's the back of the net.
Would have been the dagger to close this game out with nearing 9 minutes remaining here in the second half, but Huskies still well within reach. Bulldogs lead 1-0 over the Huskies here in the second round of the NCAA.
Yeah. Huskies, the red flags are going off even more now. As you said, under 9 minutes now. They've trying to put something together, starting to press players higher up the field, get something going.
Now Huskies past midfield. Sit it inside to Shell. Now Shell inside to Branson. Combs trying to clear it out. Thompson just outside the box. Denied by Macy Hodge. Thompson. Closely guarded by Hodge. Hodge tries to step in. Now Huskies take a shot wide and high over the goal. Way off mark. And Maddie Anderson will have a goal kick once again.
Almost looked like a desperation shot because I know time is winding down here. But Macy Hodge, man, she seems to be one pass away or right next to the ball all night long.
Just there at every step of the way, and that's why she's one of the best defenders in all of NCAA soccer. Now the Huskies past midfield. Macy Hodge closely guarded once again. Huskies have the ball. Now they cross midfield once again. Now Riley Brown. Great defense by Hannah Johnson. Hannah Johnson nearing midfield. Dribbling up fast. Now finds Martinez Montoya. Now Bulldogs in the attacking third just outside the box. Martinez Montoya looking across. Back to Hannah Johnson just outside the box. Over to Zoe Main. Zoe Main to Allie Perry. Allie Perry looking to find something. Takes a shot off the side of a Huskies defender, and the Bulldogs will have a corner kick nearing 7 minutes remaining here in the second half.
Looks like this Bulldogs offense has worn down the Huskies defense. They're not looking as fast or as sharp as they have been even earlier in this half.
Bulldogs will send Hannah Johnson out far side for the corner kick. 7th corner kick of the night for Mississippi State. 7 corners for the Bulldogs, 6 for the Huskies. 17 shots, and this Bulldog offense has definitely become electric here in the second half. Hannah Johnson sends it in. Far side. Off the leg of a Husky now. Macy Hodge, far side back. Looking to find a cross. Gets stolen from by a Husky. Now, Bulldogs defense looking to recover. Alexis Gutierrez sends it back to Maddie Anderson. Anderson sends it out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez across towards Leposer. Leposer to Perry. Perry left side. Perry, or Hannah Johnson rather, at midfield, just outside the box. Sends it over to Perry. Perry crosses in towards Zoe Main. Intercepted by the Huskies. Now Holden Reed sends it in past midfield. Riley Combs there to recover. Sends it back to Maddie Anderson. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Anderson sends it to Martinez Montoya. Back to Hodge. Riley Combs, far left side to Matherin. Hannah Johnson across to Martinez Montoya. That ball dribbles out of bounds near side. In between the box and midfield.
One thing I would love to figure out, John Wesley, is how many crosses Mississippi State has had. They've had to have at least probably 15 to 20 in this game.
I'm telling you, Zach, this offense has just become just a different team in the second half.
They have. They've come to life, led by Allie Perry.
Allie Perry, just a leader on this team. And the squad coming to life. Now the Huskies in attacking territory. Once again, far side. Sends it across. Now outside the box. Great defense by the Bulldogs. Now Hannah Johnson. A foul called at the end of the play. Appeared to be on Saliafu. And the Bulldogs will have a free kick with 4.5 minutes to go. Maddie Anderson will kick it around 15 yards outside the box.
Looks like another yellow card handed out this game, this time against Washington.
Lots of cards dealt tonight on both teams.
Looks like they're going to VAR for some reason.
Officials looking to take a look at the end of that play. Play is under review. Not exactly sure what the topic of conversation is about. Maybe something happened at the end of the play with the yellow card.
Maybe they're trying to look at something that happened earlier. No idea. Just unusual this late in the game, especially when from up here we didn't see anything that seemed to deem a review. Almost wish we could hear what the officials are talking about reviewing.
Yes, very interesting play. Nonetheless, Bulldogs lead 1-0 over the Huskies as we near 4 minutes to go here in the second half. Officials reviewing the play. And some time tacked on the scoreboard. It'll be 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That's probably what was the review on the play, to see how much time they needed to add to the game clock.
Probably. Maybe the clock didn't stop and they're just like, hey, just go double check. Something like that. So just trying to double check.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly.
So Maddie Anderson will have a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. She'll send it inside. Now Zoe Main outside to Martinez Montoya. Couldn't get it through. Now the Huskies cleared out. Riley Combs right there for the header. Now this Huskies defense trying to find something with nearing 4 minutes to go. Now Tatum Thomason sends it back. Now inside past Branson. Branson called on the foul.
You know the red flags are going off major when you see defender for the Huskies, Sulafu, up in the near the forwards. Huskies just trying to send everybody forward, trying to create something.
All hands on deck for the Huskies with 3:45 to go here in the second half. Now, Nalia Schaffberger sends it deep. Now Huskies send it back out. Schaffberger right back there. Now inside to Allie Perry at midfield. Now Hannah Johnson sends it back to Martinez Montoya. 3:20 to go here in the second half. Hannah Johnson back to Martinez Montoya. Inside to Kara Harris. Outside to Atiana. Inside to Zoe Main. Zoe Main tried to find the back cut for Harris. Couldn't find it. Now Schaffberger back at midfield. She sends it out. Huskies have that possession at midfield, just under 3 minutes. Now Gutierrez pushed at the end of the play right there by Salafu. And some more pushing and shoving at the end of the play, and these fans are getting into the end of this.
Looks like
Another card is dealt on Salafu.
that's her second yellow, gets a red, and fans are loving it.
So Salafu will exit this game. And that was her second yellow card of the night, so she will take a seat. And the Huskies will have the final 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Down a player.
Not what the Huskies need at this moment. Down a goal, 2:42 left, trying to come back into this game.
So now the Bulldogs just need to hold on to this 1-0 lead and take this home with a W.
Yeah, looks like Hannah Johnson just received a yellow as well. Not sure what it was for, but seems like ref's just handing out cards left and right, willy-nilly, as he pleases.
Lots of cards dealt tonight. Very abnormal amount. Now inside, Martinez Montoya just outside the box. Sends it back to Hannah Johnson. Johnson back to Alexis Gutierrez. Over to Hannah Johnson near side. Just past midfield. Gutierrez rights over to Martinez Montoya. Tries to find it inside to Hannah Johnson near side. Inside to Kara Harris. A triangle action right here, and the fans are getting into it. Inside to Macy Hodge. Back to Martinez Montoya. We are nearing 2 minutes remaining here in this match. Bulldogs offense just trying to limit any way that this Huskies offense can have possession.
Yeah. Bulldog fans know the end is near. Cheering on the Bulldogs to finish out this game for the last minute and 40.
Now far side to Harris. Over to Allie Perry. And this offense is just trying to play keep away at this point. Less than a minute and a half to go here in this ball game. Sends it over to Allie Perry. Macy Hodge sliding in. Ball rolls out. Nearing midfield. Ball rolls out of bounds. Some more pushing and shoving at midfield. And Macy Hodge is granted a yellow card after the end of that play. A minute and 8 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yeah, it looks like she just went in just like a tank, running over a Washington player. Referee just reminding her, be smart with that yellow card.
And it appears the official's going to take another look at the play.
I guess. I'm not sure. Second time in the past 3 minutes that officials gone to review. Maybe it has to do with the clock again. Not sure. Very weird.
Nonetheless, a minute and 8 seconds remaining here in the match. Fans are yelling maroon and white. They know the end is near. But let's just talk about this offense exploding in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say the difference in this half have been the shots. Going to halftime, each team were tied with 8 total shots, 4 on target. Here we are with a minute and 8 left in the game. Mississippi State has 17 total shots, 9 on goal, where the Huskies sit at 12 shots and only 5 shots on goal, so only 1 more than they had on goal than after halftime.
So now players entering the field after the play was under review.
Looks like official still looking at whatever it is he's looking at. Maybe trying to see if the foul warrants a red instead of a yellow.
Now a minute and 8 seconds left. And the Huskies looking to get started with the free kick. It'll be Mia Hammett to send this one out for the Huskies. Hammett will send it deep. Just outside the box. Off the head. Now Zoe Main. Nearly able to break free. One-on-one with Martinez Montoya. Hammett sends it out at midfield. Branson kicks that backwards. Ball rolls out of bounds. Huskies have the ball. Branson just outside the box. Sends it inside. Off the head of Leposer. Bulldogs defense, Macy Hodge clears it out as we near 30 seconds left here in this match.
Yeah, keepers up on the attacking half. Nobody back defensively for the Huskies.
Ball just cleared out of bounds by Gutierrez. 15 seconds left on the clock. And a player is down. Looks to be Riley Combs, and officials are waving in the trainers. The last thing that you want to see for the Bulldog squad with 15 seconds left and your best defender down on the field.
Not at all. Just hope it's just a cramp or just a something, but fans are quiet, praying that Riley Combs is all right.
And we sit and await what the actual diagnosis of the play is. We think it might be some cramps. You know, it's been a long game.
It has. Might be some of the most defending she's done in the game, but who knows? All that matters is we hope she's all right. The Bulldogs will need her if they want to continue their miraculous season further into the tournament.
And she's just a must-have piece.
She is.
Just been dominant night in and night out for this Bulldogs defense. The anchor, if you will. Bulldog squad huddled around, making sure their teammate is okay after that play.
Worry across every Bulldog player. She generally gets up and walks off the field.
Finally up on her own 2 feet, jogging off, so that's a great sign. You know that it's nothing crazy.
It is.
Nonetheless, we have 15 seconds left in this match. Bulldogs look to close out the final seconds in fashion. So now the Huskies will toss it in near side. Kicking out. Now inside the box. Lots of commotion. Now Shell pushing and shoving. Gutierrez looks to clear it out. That ball's out. 3, 2, 1. And that'll be it. The Bulldogs win here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. And the season comes to a close for the Washington Huskies. Bulldogs win 1-0 and head to the third round of the NCAA tournament.
What an amazing second half from the Bulldog offense. Whatever Coach Armstrong told them in the locker room must have sparked a fire in them. They came out guns a-blazing, just firing like every single opportunity they had, just taking a shot, just firing, and locking down defensively. See if they can keep this momentum as they will play again Sunday here at MSU Soccer Field against, I believe it's Notre Dame.
It'll be Notre Dame. Notre Dame won 3-1 over Kentucky, a fellow SEC foe. So now it'll be Notre Dame and Mississippi State once again. And it seems to be almost a common theme between Notre Dame. The Mississippi State faces Notre Dame in these NCAA tournaments. We see them in the NCAA Super Regional. We see them in women's basketball. And now we see them once again coming into Starkville, Mississippi for the third round of the NCAA tournament. It'll be an interesting match as Notre Dame, the 4 seed out of this tournament. And you got the number 1 seed Bulldogs.
Yes, it'll be very interesting. It'll be another thing to keep an eye on is if these Bulldog fans can break another attendance record here Sunday.
No doubt about it. A record crowd once again. These Bulldog fans show up strong week in and week out, and it's like as the game has progressed, as the weeks go on, the fans show up. 4,022 fans in attendance tonight.
Yes.
Not much else you can ask for.
No, and I think if you ask any of the players, you ask any of the coaches, they would tell you that having these amazing fans and the number just keep growing and growing just keeps their fire going and just helps boost them to be better each and every game and give it their all for their fans.
Right, and it makes a difference.
It does.
And these fans or these players that will post on Instagram at years prior to where they're looking at the stands and there's not as much of a turnout. But now they come into like their senior season in the biggest moment, and the fans are here. They're supporting, and that just goes to show what this team has been able to do in the stretch with James Armstrong as their coach.
Indeed. Give credit where credit is due. The players have bought in under Coach Armstrong, and it took a little longer than people might have liked, but eventually they got to where they're at now, one of the most dominant teams in the nation. And rightfully as a 1 seed in the NCAA Women's Soccer College Cup tournament.
A great night here in Starkville, Mississippi. Not much you can ask for. Well, that'll do it here at the MSU Soccer Complex alongside Zach Sizemore. I'm John Wilson Cochran saying so long, and we will see you Sunday. Good night, God bless, and Hail State.